Hello everybody, this is Brisbane 05 Blaster here and welcome back to another video of this channel. In this last episode we have done the Premier League match as we took on Everton away from Goodison Park. Well, we were at Goodison Park, but we actually got the win despite that match being a very classical match, and plus it was actually goals all over the place. Today's episode will actually start the Europa League campaign as we take on PSV Eindhoven from the Emirates Stadium. For some reason, I don't know why we didn't get the Champions League spot, but it is what it is. But anyway, let's just enjoy this Europa League campaign. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's just enjoy this episode. Alright guys, we're here to see this amazing game as we take on PSV Eindhoven. But without further ado, let's just actually take a look at the inbox, see what messages come. Looks like Bukayo Saka's current training plan isn't really having enough impact. You might want to think about adjusting their schedule if you're planning to include them in the lineup. You need a plan focused more specifically on energy to ensure you got what you need from the next game. Alright. Well, that's what I was thinking here from Mikel Arteta's perspective. But anyway, let's just go to the squad and see what changes we're making. Since we're actually in the Europa League, the key benefits of this particular campaign is basically resting players. So, I was thinking of actually putting Trossard in. Well, let's see. So, which position is this? This is CDM. So, there are a lot of good players here. We'll think about this. There are a lot of good players here in this for Arsenal, which I can use it as a backup player. Central. And let's go to matchday and see what. Is there a press conference? Yup, there is. We'll be back shortly. Because I know for sure we will not go through the press conference. But let's take a look at their players. I'm pretty sure PSV Eindhoven has got pretty good players. They're actually second place. Well, not in the Europa League, but you know what I mean. So they have players like Lang, De Jong, Bakayoko, Til, Sangare, Veerman, Teze, Boskagli, Ramalho, Van Aanholt, and Benitez. Pepe, Salibari, Waterman, Dromel, Obispo, Mauro Jr., and El Ghazi. So, I think those are the players we need to watch out for PSV Eindhoven. Without further ado, let's just see the entire press conference, but I won't be showing it to you as usual, so you might have to skip this one. But don't worry. I'll basically tell you what Mikel Arteta said, so we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back from the press conference. There were 3 questions that Mikel Arteta responded. First one was basically, are you confident about the Europa Leagues? Mikel Arteta responded saying that they're already confident, they know what to do. Especially the second question is that some of these teams are actually going to be very close. Mikel Arteta was not sure, but he obviously responded that some teams will be close, and especially they're desperate for a win. And the third question was, Arsenal getting a win against Everton was actually pretty dominated, but can they replicate that match against PSV? Mikel Arteta says that teamworks win games. So, this could be the moral of the story here. Teamworks can win games, so can his boys guide Arsenal to their first Europa Leagues, their first Europa League title? We'll see about this one. So let's take a look at it's a bit blurry for some reason. But as you can see, Arsenal are going with a gegenpressing, PSV are just going standard. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're basically gegenpressing. But now let's basically take a look at the team management. We're resting players because we're basically going to rest Gabriel for Calafiori or Zinchenko actually, because Zinchenko has to be fit. And this guy is 69 pace, but I know for sure that he will do well. We're going to put Calafiori as the left back here. Gabriel, I'm pretty sure he can be the replacement for Timber. We're not going to replace Saliba. Or can we? Actually, we can replace Saliba because I think, as you can see, his stamina is kind of low. So, you know what? Let's do it. Timber, you're going in. So Holding might actually be as a replacement, technically as a replacement here for Saliba, basically. So Saliba can actually go to the to reserves, obviously. They have to rest players. Kamavinga can probably go out for Thomas Partey. So he will actually play instead of Kamavinga. So Partey will actually play. And yeah, those are the changes I'm thinking of making. And Eddie Nketiah, obviously. We're going to put Nketiah, Nicola Pepe. These players, they're ready for this, man. They're just ready. So Nketiah will most likely be the striker. And yeah, there's Nicola Pepe. I think it's kind of harsh, but I think we might have to rest unless if there are good players. Well, there's no Vieira, obviously. Oh, there he is. There's Vieira. Vieira can probably be the replacement here for Kai Havertz. So those are a lot of players we'll have to sacrifice. And they're not even sharp though, but sometimes you have to trust players. There we go. These are the changes I've made. So we have Eddie Nketiah, Vieira, Partey, Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, White, Timber, Gabriel, and Calafiori. And yep. And Ramsdale will obviously be the goalkeeper, so that's all we have to say here. And now, before we do anything, let's just say I really hope you enjoyed this one, and let's get ready for the match. Alright, we're ready for our first Europa League match as we take on PSV Eindhoven, one of the dark horse teams here to win the Europa League. And one of the contenders too, actually, at the same time, because PSV Eindhoven, it's a pretty easy season for them in terms of winning the title. As you can see the stadium, it's in Emirates Stadium. We take on PSV Eindhoven, one of the dark horse teams and the contenders here for this campaign, this Europa League campaign. And Arsenal, I've actually made some important changes here because since this is the Europa League, big players need to be rested for the match. So I made some interesting changes. But you gotta see though, a wise man once said, teamwork wins games. And I know that they can replicate this one, so let's see. Alright guys, that was the Europa League song. But I've already got the players here. So I already made some changes. I got Calafiori in for Zinchenko, Timber for Saliba, Partey for Kamavinga, Vieira for Havertz, and Nketiah for Gabriel Jesus. The only players that will be playing are Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, White, and Gabriel, and Ramsdale as usual. So, yep, those are the starting 11 players here for Arsenal. Now let's take a look at PSV Eindhoven. I'm pretty sure they also have pretty good players. They have Luke de Jong, a pretty reliable player. De Jong, Veerman, Till, Ramalho, Benitez. Pretty good average players, I would say. But I know for sure that we could win this because we have Odegaard, we have the skipper. And we even subbed off Havertz because we don't want to risk Havertz, getting injured in this Europa League, which could actually damage our Premier League way. So, yep, anyway, our match is already underway with PSV having the ball. It's still Till. But what a tackle here from, I'm pretty sure that's from one of the, that's Partey actually. Partey actually made that tackle. Martinelli has it. What can he do? Finds Calafiori. Finds Thomas Partey. Finds Martinelli. Martinelli shoots, but he misses it. That was a chance here for us to get in front. But it just couldn't find the back of the net as it's already a goal kick. But we're actually pressing. That's for sure. So goal kick, Benitez is actually going to think of going short or long. Is he going to think short or long? Long. I'm pretty sure he thinks of doing. And that's actually a bad idea, even though it kind of went far. Ben White has it, finds Timber. As you can see in the ranking, this is how the Europa League draw is, with Arsenal, PSV, Bodo Glimt and Zurich. One of the tough teams, I would say. I mean, Arsenal could easily go through, but I mean, their only toughest team is PSV Eindhoven, because I'm pretty sure they are a pretty good team. Here's Luke De Jong. De Jong tries to find it, but Calafiori has it. He intercepts it, passes to Partey. Martinelli breaks through. What can he do? Still Martinelli, but he gets rattled by Ramalho. Finds De Jong. De Jong finds Till, and Till is away. I'm pretty sure this could be a chance for a goal. It is. Ramsdale couldn't keep up, unfortunately. And Till gives PSV the lead. But I know, it's just because we're playing with the Arsenal B team. If we actually had our players, we could have easily scored. But this I can't understand, because this is the Arsenal B team we're playing. Especially with the reserves playing like Calafiori, Vieira, and plus the substituted players like Partey. In the substitution players like Partey and Timber. So and Nketiah as well. But Gus still scores the opening goal of this match as we trail to PSV by 1 goal. PSV, not PSG, but PSV by 1 goal, as Gus still gives PSV the lead. Partey has it. Still Partey. This could be a chance. Ben White has it. Finds Martin Odegaard. Tries to pass it, but Van Aanholt just marks it. Now is Bakayoko. Bakayoko has this. Finds Teze. Teze. Finds De Jong. Finds Till. Till could actually make it 2-0. Finds De Jong. De Jong is away, but what a tackle. What an attempted tackle here from one of the Arsenal players. And it's actually a goal kick. He forced De Jong to actually go the wrong way, or Till to actually go the wrong way. But I'm pretty sure it's De Jong who actually had the ball. And it's a goal kick. But we needed that because we're not doing well. Here's Timber. Torian Timber. Finds Ben White. Still Ben White. Finds Nketiah. Finds Partey. It's Partey. Partey finds Martinelli. Back to Partey. Finds Martinelli again. Martinelli finds Nketiah. Nketiah shoots, but it hit the crossbar. And Benitez just saves this easily. Thomas Partey has this one. Finds Saka, the reliant Arsenal player, but Ramalho just takes it. And here's Lang. Lang has this one. Finds Van Aanholt. Still Van Aanholt. Finds Sangare. It's Sangare. Sangare tries to shoot, but what a defense that is. But it doesn't matter as De Jong makes it 2-0. This is not good here for us, as PSV not only just have the lead, but they just kept on extending their lead. And our defense is basically not doing anything. Arsenal are not happy about this. This could have been the chance here for us, but just a defensive error here from Arsenal just costed us here. Timber tried to mark this one, but Ramsdale just couldn't save this. And De Jong easily scored that one. As we're down by 2-0. We have no chance actually for coming, but we're Arsenal. This is nothing new. And Nketiah tries to dribble, but just gets tackled, unfortunately. Till has it. Finds Bakayoko. Still Bakayoko. Manages to lose the defensive position here. This could be a slaughter. This could be a slaughter. That could have been a defensive error. It's still with PSV. Ramsdale just saves this one. And we make an easy sub. They're just not coping. And an early substitution has come with Nketiah being subbed off and Jesus coming in. They're just not impressed. As we already have a corner kick here for PSV. This is not going well for us. Here's Lang, but what a tackle here from Timber. We already have 2 minutes to go. I do not think we could actually get a goal back. Unless if Arsenal think of going nowhere. Yeah, I don't think there is. So we will be down by 2-0 at half-time. But then again, we have to rest players and we cannot basically just use up a lot of players. And as you can see, Bukayo Saka is basically missing in action. He just had 3 touches and that's it. He's just silent after that. And Arsenal managers really just not showing that much glimpse on Saka. Even though he is a bit dangerous with the ball. But still. As it's half-time with PSV 2, Arsenal 0. There was a chance for Martinelli to get a goal, but just blast this one wide. And then as usual, our defense was already napped. We were caught asleep as Gus still just gives PSV the lead. And then a defensive error just gives De Jong the ball and he easily scored this one. And then we had another chance to actually concede because of a defensive error mistake here from Ramsdale, but this time he just redeems himself. But as you can see, Union Berlin is tied with Union Saint-Gilles. SC Braga tied with Malmo. Real Betis is having a 2-0 lead over Helsinki. Roma surprisingly losing to Kilmarnock. Fenerbahce having a lead over Corona Kelce. And Stade Rennais having a lead over Dynamo Kyiv. We're going to start with the second half here. Down by 2 goals, but can we get one back? Thomas Partey. It's Partey. But what a tackle here from Veerman. But it's a throw-in for us. And throw-in for Arsenal, actually. Martinelli has it. Finds Calafiori. Finds Fabio Vieira. Still Vieira. Finds Martinelli. It's Martinelli. Still Martinelli. Martinelli finds Jesus. But Benitez saves this one. Could have been a chance. But just not applied. As you can see, the substitution with Bakayoko being subbed off and El Ghazi coming in. But we also had a substitution of our own. We brought in our best player here. We subbed off Partey for Kamavinga. We're basically resting up big players just for them to have a second half performance, a best performance here. But Saka's actually the one with the ball. Tries to go a bit closer, try to curve it, but just marks it easily, PSV. Here's Kamavinga. Still Kamavinga, but just couldn't replicate it. They're just not that ready to cope up with this Europa League. And I thought we would easily win this, but it's just not. They're just not impressed. And this could be a slaughter. This could really be a slaughter here. Here's Lang. Lang, still with Lang. Lang finds Till. Till to Veerman. Veerman passes it back to Sangare. Sangare just cruises past, but Ramsdale just... he couldn't give up. As he makes another save. And Romalo is the one getting subbed off. He's the one actually getting subbed off after making some pretty good tackles. And Obispo is actually coming on for him. As we have a PSV corner. And they're going to go short this time. With Lang having the ball. Still Lang. Finds El Ghazi. El Ghazi tries to shoot, but Gabriel saves this one. And now is Odegaard. This could be a chance for a counter-attack. Finds Vieira. Still Vieira. Vieira cruises past the defense. Still Vieira. What kind of skill he has. And now he finds Jesus. Jesus shoots. And he gives us back into the game. Scoring a consolation goal. Or technically not a consolation goal, but a goal that would give us back into this action. Back into the match. Arsenal desperately needed this. as they've basically been at their second best. They've not been at their best. But it's Jesus actually the one scoring the goal to put Arsenal back into the match, back into the action. Their fans are actually getting excited here. They know that it's not over yet. As Jesus is now an Arsenal goal scorer. He's been in form recently. And what a tackle that was. Camavinga has it. Still Camavinga finds Martinelli. Martinelli was actually the one making the tackle. Finds Calafiori. Still Calafiori. Oh my goodness, Calafiori almost lost the ball there. Here's Camavinga. Still Vinga. Camavinga crosses it. This could be a chance, but Benitez saves this one. Jesus was the one that actually tried to shoot, but just got saved by Benitez. As we have another substitution here for PSV. Lang is the one going for Mauro Junior. We have another corner kick. And as you can see, Saka's actually the one being subbed off. But it doesn't matter as Gabriel, but not Jesus, but Gabriel gives Arsenal the equalizer. From 2-0 down. They're back into this action. They're back into the match. They just could not give up. This is Arsenal for you. But as I initially said, Bukayo Saka actually did get subbed off because he was basically not getting that motivation here. And Declan Rice comes in for Saka, as I'm trying to remind you for one more time. But it doesn't matter. As you can see, Gabriel scores the equalizer here for Arsenal. Especially a much needed one. The fans are actually excited about this. They're happy about this equalizer, but it doesn't matter. As PSV almost had the attack going on, but El Ghazi was just offside. His toenail was just in front. Pretty unlucky here for PSV, but Arsenal get away from this. This could have been a killer here for them, because PSV, they're at their best at the first half, but now they just basically put their foots off the pedal. And now Arsenal are actually lighting the action. Here's Jesus. And as you can see, Barco has the transfer confirmed to another club. Here's Declan Rice. Finds Ben White. Ben White shoots. And that's Jesus with the ball. What a goal. That could really be the match-winning goal from Gabriel Jesus. The comeback of ages. And who else? Gabriel Jesus. The player to actually give the comeback and score the match-winning goal to put Arsenal in front. I cannot believe it. And for some reason, the ball just broke the net. The power from Jesus. Oh my God. The ball just literally just went past through the net. But Jesus, the hero of the game, the hero of this match, scoring a match-winning goal. Could be one of the pivotal moments here for Arsenal. They're in the lead. They're not done yet. Martinelli could make it 4-2, but he obviously blasts this one wide. Not surprised. He has basically been the scapegoat of Arsenal. Technically, it's not a goal kick. There was a PSV defender. It was a deflection, so it's a corner kick. And Martinelli has a chance to redeem himself. Can he do it? Martinelli shoots. It's Gabriel. Gabriel shoots, but just gets blocked. Rice finds Gabriel. Back to Rice. Still Rice. Rice shoots. And that's it. Game over. As Arsenal are now a 2-goal advantage. From a 2-goal deficit to a 2-goal advantage. I really cannot believe it. It's basically thanks to Gabriel Jesus, honestly. Who else would actually save Arsenal apart from him? But Declan Rice scores a insurance goal for Arsenal. And now they're in a safety. They're basically safe for the time being. But PSV are on the attack. They could actually get back into this game. But what an interception here from Odegaard. Here's Camavinga. Still Kamavinga. Finds Ben White. Finds Odegaard. It's Odegaard. Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard could make it 5-2. He does. It's been a complete demolish. They just demolished PSV in the second half, scoring 5 unanswered goals. That is insane. And Martin Odegaard just joins the party, scoring goals for fun. And now Arsenal for sure are getting this win. After being 2 goals down at halftime to now winning this game. So we have 4 minutes of added time. PSV are actually out of this now. They might have to basically hope for their best in terms of beating the other opponents like Bodo Glimt and FC Zurich. But as it stands, they're not going to get a win against us. The fans are really supporting Arsenal, and that's the reason why we're getting the win. Full time as we get the job done over PSV Eindhoven, 5-2. The fans are out of their seats. They're just so excited. Ever since the goals. Ever since Gabriel Jesus scoring goal after goal. Arsenal were going to cruise from there. They were going to win this match. And who else would be the man of the match? It's Gabriel Jesus scoring 2 goals. That 2 goals has been a game changer here for Arsenal. And that's how they managed to beat PSV 5-2 at full time. And as you can see, the glitch right here. The glitch from the stands. We couldn't even see the goals for some reason. Alright, there we go. That's the goal, which was the pivotal moment. That's Gabriel Jesus' goal. His goals are always skipped for some reason. But this goal can't be skipped, as this was one of the best goals here for Arsenal. And then Declan Rice scoring the insurance goal to keep Arsenal in front. And confirm that Arsenal were going to win this one. And then Odegaard joining the party. It's just too much for PSV to handle this. They did well in the first half, but they just had to hold on. Which they didn't. But it doesn't matter, as we get a job done over PSV. And let's see what the post-match interview from Arteta will have to say. And as you can see right here, these are the results from around the grounds. I'm not going to tell you the score, but you'll already know.
Just a couple of questions for you.
And Arteta's getting ready with the questions. Why did you leave Tierney out? So I think we'll do with this. The lad knows this is nothing personal. As manager, I always had to put the best interest of the team first. I rate him as a player, but at the moment, he's not playing well enough to be picked. The headlines after today will all be about Jesus' stunning performance and his 2 goals which sealed their victory. What are your thoughts about your star man? Of course, Jesus' performance and his goals were what caught the eye, but I think it's important to credit the rest of the team too. At Arsenal, we know we're all in it together. It looked today as if PSV weren't even going to be able to put your team under pressure, and the 5-goal margin proved that. A comfortable win. So why do you think PSV were never able to match you? So basically, technically they did. They scored 2 goals in the first half, but second half actually changed everything. It's not up to me to give advice to our opponents. They just couldn't handle us today. We were great going forward. I know our lads wouldn't let the win go to their heads though. There'll be more difficult games in the future. And that's what Arteta has to say here. No questions needed. And he will go back with a smile on his face. And our next match will be against Spurs. A North London rivalry here. A North London derby. As it's going to be Spurs. Another big team. As I really cannot wait to see who will win this match. But I really hope you enjoyed this one. And we'll be back for our next game. Goodbye. Hello guys, we're back, and just as we witnessed, this was by far the best game I've ever seen, especially from an Arsenal perspective. They just managed to have a comeback, scoring 5 unanswered goals over PSV Eindhoven. They were not at their best in the first half. Most of their shots were blasted wide, especially Eddie and Nketiah's shots were hit the post. It was depressing, but we still kept on believing as we subbed off. Jesus was actually the super sub and scored 2 goals. That's the reason why we got the win. Well, technically we had to rest our players. And if Jesus would have actually been the one playing, he would not actually score goals. There would be a lot of blockage. So that's the reason why we managed to win the game. And Jesus was basically used as a super sub. So that's the reason why. But anyway, that's all we have to say here, as Arsenal managed to have an impressive win over PSV Eindhoven, as they're now comfortable at the top of the table. But I really hope you enjoy this one. Please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, as it means a lot to me, especially with the last few videos. Didn't get enough views, so I really recommend you to please do it, as it really means a lot to me and it will benefit me in the future. So without that, feel free to subscribe to my channel. But anyway, this is Brisbane 05 Blaster here, signing off.